Hi everybody, this is Jed Dunkerley, artist and educator, doing a new series for the Burke Museum called Drawing Wild Washington. A little backstory. This fall the museum reopened bigger and better than ever, and I was commissioned to paint a mural about Washington's ecosystems in the Learning Lab. Maybe you've seen it. So a lot of scientists in all the different departments at the Burke gave me lists of plants and animals from all of Washington's 6 different ecologies from oceanside to mountaintop. I looked up a lot of references in books and the internet, sketched out a lot of ideas, got some feedback, and then painted little scenes to illustrate them on the walls in the Learning Lab. So what we're going to do for this video series is to learn how to draw some of these flora and fauna. Now I know some of you know those words, but in case you don't, they're a little bit challenging. Since they're Latin, they both have 5 letters in them that start with an F and end with an A. So here's a little memory tip. Number 1, flora sounds like flowers. Plants have flowers. Flora means plants. And then fauna. Fawn is a baby deer. Deers are animals. Fauna means animals. So when I use those words, now you'll know what I'm talking about. In each program, I'll teach you specific steps for drawing basic examples of some really important species from that particular ecosystem, as well as just some general drawing tricks that can help you draw anything from reference. A few notes though before we get going. Number 1, a little bit about structure. There's going to be a lot of different episodes. For almost each of the 6 ecosystems, I'm going to draw 1 fish, 1 bird, 1 mammal, 1 invertebrate, 1 plant, and 1 herp, which is short for herptile or herpetofauna, which means basically just reptiles and amphibians. Now, what is an ecosystem, you might ask? Well, think of it as a community of living things, animals and plants that share nutrients and energy. So food chains, so to speak, producers, consumers, decomposers, that kind of thing. Now, different ecosystems are based on their different climates and geologies. So how cold or warm a place is, how much rain does it get, are there dirt or is there rocks, are there hills or are there plains, and so forth. Got it? Okay. Number 2, technique. I'll be teaching you how to simplify these animals based on their underlying geometry. That just means simple shapes that get put together to make more complex shapes. So I'll be giving you this view as I draw, and I can even put myself in the corner right there. If you can measure with a ruler, if you can do some basic math like, you know what that is, halves, quarters, doubles, and like 45-degree angles. Okay, if you can draw curvy lines and straight lines, and if you can draw simple shapes like triangles, ovals, rectangles, squares, then you should be able to draw pretty much everything I'm going to be teaching you. Materials. You'll need some light colored paper like this, white's good, a light colored pencil like this, or this, or this. Or you could even use a regular pencil, just draw really light. And then you'll need a dark colored pencil, which could just be a regular pencil where you press really hard. And because this is video, you can pause it when you need to, go back and rewatch sections again and again, and go as slow or as fast as you can handle. I've got one last tip, and it's a little bit about what I'm doing. I'll be drawing basic forms of these flora and fauna, but just like people, there's a lot of variety. So I'll talk about that as I draw. Some animals have different male and female body plans. Some change shape drastically as they get older, and some bodies look totally different in different poses. So just think of these videos as just the start to your learning how to draw wild Washington. You can and should look at lots of photos and then try drawing different individuals and different poses based on what you like. Just know that the same techniques that we're using, you can use those to break down their shapes. Got it? Okay, onward and upward, quite literally. We're gonna start at the coast, and then we're gonna work our way up towards the mountaintops and elevation. And eventually we'll make a trip around the whole state, learning a little bit about the animals, plants, and ecosystems in the process. I am excited, and I hope you're excited. Have fun learning how to draw wild Washington. A little bit darker, that's where the black areas are. And you can even go in with pen and make it super dark. The idea is that you want to make it dark enough that you don't really see the underdrawing anymore.